Around the world, countries are taking steps to monetize their carbon stores or emissions to fund and encourage sustainable development. The Institute of Marine Affairs and the Inter-American Development Bank have entered into a technical cooperation agreement which leaves Trinidad and Tobago poised to lead this movement in the Caribbean. Stacy-Ann Providence tells us about the plans for a blue carbon market in tonight's Keeping It Green.
Rediscover Flow at discoverflow.co. Flow, inspired by you.
We need to stop putting carbon dioxide into the atmosphere if we are to achieve the net zero emissions by 2050.
Minister with responsibility for the environment, Penelope Beckles, simplifying the response needed to mitigate the impacts of climate change. She notes that this can only be accomplished if we act today. While the knowledge that the planet is facing a detrimental future is enough for some to take immediate action, others, like big business, are being provided with further incentive. The concept of carbon markets is not new. Carbon dioxide is treated as a commodity where companies purchase carbon credits and therefore gain permission to generate predetermined amount of CO2 emissions. Regulators assign a value to carbon and carbon equivalents stored in various ecosystems, and this allows for selling or use of carbon credits to offset greenhouse emissions from their industrial processes. The funds from these trades are used to help rehabilitate and conserve the environment and develop sustainable livelihoods. Marine ecosystems store more carbon, hence the viability of blue carbon markets and blue carbon credit scheme.
Blue carbon credits carry far higher value, for example, than typical carbon credits, since 1 hectare of mangrove forest stores as much as 4 times more carbon than a similar area of forest on land. So with rapid growth in the VCM, and according to McKinsey, the expectation that market for carbon credits could be worth upward of $50 billion by 2030, regulation and oversight are necessary.
Among the benefits of a blue carbon credit system in Trinidad and Tobago,
simulation of a high-quality blue carbon scheme for Trinidad and Tobago, which will include participation by public sector entities, communities, non-governmental organizations, community-based organizations, and both local and international private sector buyers and investors, a key actor in the blue carbon market ecosystem. This simulation will be the first in the English-speaking Caribbean.
Minister Beckles gives us an example of the value attributed to a natural resource.
The ability of our natural coastal ecosystem to naturally purify and deliver quality fresh water is valued at approximately $88 million annually. The 2019 report also underscores the significance of mangrove conservation, as these natural coastal ecosystem assets can reduce sediment export into rivers by as much as 53%, which is an economic savings for annual community maintenance projects.
Now, this project follows the creation of an integrated blue economy roadmap for Tobago.
Among its recommendations, the Blue Economy Roadmap has identified coastal conservation, research and development, increased investment in the blue economy, and the promotion of blue carbon financing as strategic priorities.
Chief Secretary Farley Augustine notes that Tobago's development is centered around the blue economy and believes the island will benefit greatly from the development of a blue carbon credit scheme.
Tobago, in this key discussion, understands how vulnerable we can be as a small island developing state, how vulnerable we can be if we do not protect our coastline. Our administration remains a strong proponent of sourcing innovative financial solutions to diversify and stimulate the Tobago economy.
And if you're still unsure as to the benefits of a blue carbon credit scheme, it removes emissions, reduces climate change impacts, generates revenue, creates jobs, enhances biodiversity and water quality, and improves environmental health. I am Stacy-Ann Providence, keeping it green for TDT News.
Healthy ecosystems provide the foundation for the sustainability of life on our planet. Various human activities, including pollution, threatens to disrupt the delicate balance of survival of the world's ecosystems, placing many animals at risk of extinction. Pollution from sources such as trash, carbon emissions, oil spills, and pesticides can deplete resources and drive away local animal populations. Climate change also plays a significant role as global warming has led to the increased temperatures, sea levels, and ocean acidity that disrupts an ecosystem's natural balance. We are the cause, and we are the solution. If we do not protect endangered species, we will ultimately fail to protect ourselves.
At Flow, we're inspired by all the things that go on in your home. Like the efforts you make to keep your connections healthy. Ooh, I love this part. And by your need for a release of endorphins that keeps you young and energetic. And by the couch potato in your home who hates to move more than an inch. So we gave you a remote that you can speak to.
House of the Dragon.
We were even inspired by this.
Mom, the Wi-Fi's down! Never mind!
We're also inspired by the young, enthusiastic athlete who understands how technology can improve their game. So, when you sign up at Flow to our fiber-powered network that now comes with gig speeds, you sign up for a network that's inspired by you. No wonder it fits your home so well.